By now, Black Americans have made it very clear that they have an issue with certain immigrant communities in America, especially these migrants that are deemed illegal. And from what we see from certain groups, especially Hispanics, that Blacks feel that Hispanics have been, very disrespectful or lacked empathy towards their issues, especially when Black people understood their issues.
I would have been tearing y'all signs down. Real talk. Because the blatant disregard that you all have, you fighting to be in America, you fighting for this country, but yet and still you have no respect for the people who shed blood for y'all people to be here. And then you come over here illegally. Then you come and set up shop. Then you bring your other people over. And again, we have attempted to empathize with your plight, because if no one can understand what it feels like to be separated from family, Black people do.
And that's not all. Of course, Black people are looked at as being, specialists in the areas of crime. Black people are also pointing this out.
Black on black crime is nothing compared to Mexican crime. Let's talk about the Mexican cartel. Let's talk about the things going on in Juarez. Let's talk about the things going on in Tijuana. Let's talk about how girls underage are selling that cat in Tijuana. Let's talk about how people are getting abducted left and right. Let's talk about how pretty girls can't walk around alone in Mexico without fear of being kidnapped and sold. Are you out of your mind? Black on black crime is endorsed and funded and started by the United States government. Your crime is just natural. It's just y'all at y'all best state.
So on one end, some of these particular immigrants are coming over disrespecting Blacks, and at the same time, they have a history of basically participating in crime in their own home country and now bringing that criminal element into the Black community in America. And that brings me to a very concerning situation that's happening to many Black Americans. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I mean. A few days ago, I saw this particular business owner from Chicago, and a Hispanic man tried to get a job at his place of business.
So yesterday, I ran into somebody that I haven't seen in a while. I haven't seen this guy for months. He's been here for about 5 months in the United States, 6 months, something like that. And he says, hey, I'm looking for work. And I said, well, I can't hire you, man. I'm not, I got to hire like legitimate people or whatever. And he was like, no, I'm legitimate now.
But what happened next was the unthinkable.
Pulls his ID and stuff out of his pocket. And he says, I got the Social Security card now, and I got worker's ID and permit for working, everything all legit. Stamp, city stamping, specialized Social Security envelope. And I said, let's go inside real quick. I need a translator. And a couple of my guys, they speak Spanish, and I'm talking to him, and I says, so where are we at with time frame wise? How long did it take you to get your Social Security card and your worker's permit? He said maybe 3.5, 4 months.
So within 4 months' time, this particular illegal migrant got a place to stay, he got a driver's license, and then he got a Social Security card within 4 months. Now, even though he's a legal migrant, him getting these documentations, it was, in fact, legal for him to do so. But what if I told you that not every person that's an illegal migrant is getting Social Security cards in the legal way? Damn! I draw your attention to our good brother Donnie on Timeout on TikTok. Now, Donnie on Timeout revealed some very, very interesting information that I'm pretty sure that you want to hear about.
I better be out there checking your Social Securities. This lady on here just stated that her daughter went to go cash her check at an Ace check cashing place, and once they ran her Social Security number, a whole Hispanic man popped out. And mind you, this is a 20-year-old black woman. Her daughter's 20 years old, and this happened in Texas. So her daughter's Social Security number is tied to a Hispanic man, most likely undocumented. And she stated that this just didn't happen to her daughter at this Ace check cashing place, but this happened to multiple other people. And I know y'all could recall when they had that ICE raid in Oklahoma. I think it was Glen Valley Food Plant. All those immigrants had other people's social security number. And
now, according to Mr. Donnie on Timeout, these undocumented migrants are taking away certain things from the Black American population and also the American population in general. But because my channel focuses on the Black experience, I'm going to leave it to the Black population. And as you heard, people in the Black community are checking their credit and finding out that people are getting homes and loans in their name. And it's been very difficult to get this fraud off of, their credit report. At the same time, Hispanic migrants are being accused of committing such crimes. And when I looked into the particular comment section of this video, I found so much astounding information. Look at this person. They are stealing our identities. This person says here, this has been going on for over 10 years in Texas. Huh? This is how they get them benefits. Mexican Americans helping them. Now stop the show. Now at the same time, you're seeing Black Americans being a lot more hostile towards, certain Mexican Americans because of the opportunities being taken away from the Black community and the fact that, they feel that Hispanics show any empathy or any solidarity toward their causes. Now, at the same time, this person is saying, hey, listen, Mexican Americans are helping some of these immigrants basically, steal information from Americans, especially Black Americans. This person says this, Mr. H, I had that happen back in 2021. Someone tried to get unemployment benefits with my number. This other person goes, you will never hear Democrats talking about how identity theft is big among undocumented immigrants. I had no idea. I heard about this. I think they found thousands of people's social security number was used. This person says this, I work at the DMV in New Jersey. I've seen this quite a few times while trying to process a customer. When I enter their social security number to create a driver's license number, another person shows up on the screen with that social security number, and they were always Hispanic. Another person says this, my mother had a house in her name from a Mexican woman. She had to go through hell to prove it was her. Been using our stuff, says this person. Another person goes, same thing happened to me in Detroit. Danielle says this also contributes to a false narrative about our people being on government assistance. This person from Cook County Hospital happens a lot. This is in the Chicagoland area, and there's a lot of Hispanics there. Butterfly Kisser says, my mom married an immigrant, and he gave her a social security number to 15 people, and they told her because of this, she will not be receiving full social security, only the minimum. Now imagine working all of your life, and this particular man who comes from another country does this to your mother, and she can't even get full benefits because these people have already stolen that information. This person goes, he's telling the truth because so many people are saying this. That's an individual saying, I'm in Oklahoma and this is true. Now let me just tell you this. Black Americans, or Americans in general, are trying to move to Mexico, and Mexicans are being harsh towards these American repats, or American expats rather. And this is interesting because you as a Black American can't go to Mexico and ruin anybody's credit. Like I'm in Uganda, there's no such thing as credit cards here. There's no such thing as a social security number. So that can't happen. But now when Hispanics come to America and the way our system is set up, they have a good opportunity if they would like to do this to us. And not only do Blacks feel like, okay, well, when it comes to the N-word, you're empathetic, you're still saying it. When it comes to supporting the Black community or speaking up on our behalf, you don't feel that, there is a lot of equality there or would they say intersectionality. But now some of you, not all of you, are in America, and then some of the migrants committing these crimes against Black Americans and ruining their credit when Black Americans are spending their hard-earned money, which is even another reason as to why people would basically not want these migrants in the country because of losing this particular opportunity. You mean to tell me that I'm spending my tax dollars to facilitate you? You're probably going to be living a better life than me, at least temporarily. And then with the information that I have, you want to take that information and use it against me and ruin my life? I don't think so. Okay. And this is why you're seeing so many blacks kind of come together against what's going on, because it's not only protecting the population and the census, but to many, it's protecting their own livelihood and protecting against certain elements of criminality against Americans, and in particular against Black Americans. And you know what? I'm going to be honest. I think that's absolutely true. Get them out of there. I mean, again, if you're going to be in the country and you're any race, it doesn't matter, you need to be adding value to that country. I mean, I'm living in Uganda. I work my butt off here. You know, I have no time to steal from somebody. I have no time to use anybody's social security card. I have to be here basically adding value, or otherwise I have to go back. And I think this is also very true for the Hispanic community. You should not be in America committing this level of crime. And when you have so many individuals saying, oh yeah, that happened to me before, and oh yeah, that happened to me too, I just think that it's sad. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy Usher Jackson back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.